I believe they worked for the Climate Action Network.
All right.
It was a lady
the
who
Climate Action Network. So how have you been treated today, Phelim?
Well, I've been keeping a lower profile, but I mean, I've been getting, you either get a lot of aggression or a lot of slammed doors or a lot of backs of heads. People walk away. People don't want to talk about ClimateGate. They seem, they talk about other people being climate deniers, but I think the true deniers here are the people who are saying that ClimateGate is not relevant. ClimateGate is very relevant. We have senior scientists for the United Nations hiding data, deleting data, encouraging colleagues to hide the decline because it doesn't match their global warming ideology, and that's what it seems to be. So I just thought, as a journalist, I wasn't getting anywhere, so I thought I'll do what the environmentalists do, dress up as a polar bear, become a mascot, just create a bit of a stir to try and get Phil Jones and his supporters to come and, as a journalist and a filmmaker, answer some real hard questions that need to be answered before we go along this road of introducing this cap and trade and extreme taxation and extreme punitive sanctions on the development of America. And
by the way, have you seen Phil Jones? Is he there?
I haven't seen him. Somebody told me he was here. Most people who will talk to me say he's not here, but most people just won't discuss it. He's like the person who doesn't exist anymore. I've got a photograph of him. People are just walking away. They won't discuss him. They say no comment. I'm not allowed to talk about him. I'm not allowed to talk about that.
Yeah, but Phelim, he was like their Elvis. He was their rock star. He was their darn close to their savior, and now he's non-CO. I don't know what's going on here, but let's say he's not there. Are there any other guys like you, Phelim, who are there seriously questioning a lot of the facts these guys are signing on to?
There are. I think the worm has turned. I think there is a lot more skepticism among the journalists than there was. For example, Al Gore made a speech where he said Arctic ice is going to disappear within 5 years. The London Times was on him like a ton of bricks within 10 minutes. Front page story saying the scientist he's quoting says this is not true. So this is, and now you notice when other channels have a debate on this. It used to be a debate between Greenpeace and the National Resources Defence Council about who's the more extreme environmentalist. Now it's a climate alarmist and a climate skeptic. There's actually a real debate being allowed now by the media. I think the backlash is coming. I think recession helped, but ClimateGate has pushed them over the edge, and people are saying it was close to my eye and that, but it was okay. But I think it shows something about the attitude of environmentalists. They talk about tolerance, and they talk about liberalism and open to ideas, but it seems to be, unless you read from the same general script, they're not very tolerant or not very open to ideas. I'm just, as a journalist, asking questions, and that's what I got. And, I think we need to ask, who are these people who are going to have so much control over our lives? And if we object to it, if we say, well, we don't agree with it, what will their reaction be? What will the United Nations reaction be? What will be the reaction of the new power elite? Because we have to look at environmentalists.
Well, you raise
a very
good point. And we're being kind of lighthearted on some of these issues, but it raises a serious point. These are the folks who are helping to set the environmental policy for the globe and how much we're going to pay for it. Phelim, you're quite right to at least raise questions, and you shouldn't have things thrown at you or worse, because you do. Phelim McAleer, thank you. Very good seeing you again.
Well, thank you, Neil. All the best.